Hi students, we are studying the last part of the first lesson of Science 2, that is Heredity and Evolution. It is human evolution, how the humans came to exist on this earth since beginning. The biodiversity that is known today has been said to be formed from very simple unicellular organism due to evolution. In simple language, these all things which are present on the earth today have developed themselves from the unicellular animals. In this evolution, origin of human evolution can be shown as per picture given below. What that picture says, page number 9, figure number 1.12. In the beginning, the process of development, 7 crore years back, you will say who was present that time. The scientists have given the proofs of paleontology. Just we learned paleontology means excavation of the earth. In the soil, the fossils have been found. So, 7 crore years back, there were monkey-like animals present on the earth. From them, time passed, and around 4 crore years back, you can check there, Egyptopithecus. In simple language, Egyptian monkeys. Simple monkeys, Egyptian monkeys, little bit improved, were formed. From Egyptopithecus, around 2.5 crore years back, the next developmental stage came and animals called Dryopithecus were formed. They were present around European boundaries. At present, the area we call Europe, they were found in Europe area. They were called Dryopithecus. After that, around 1 crore years back in the history, we got the animal called, human-like animal called Ramapithecus, which were present in the area Asia and Africa. After that, 40 lakhs years back, we can see that Australopithecus, which was present around the boundary of today's around and about Europe and Asia. After before 20 lakh years, the skilled human, we can call it a skilled human, were formed from lemur. Lemur means monkeys. Lemur to skilled man, but yet he was not having erect position. So after that, before 15 lakh years, after 5 lakh and before 15 lakh years, the erect posture of human was formed. What they say? Last dinosaurs disappeared approximately 7 crore years ago. Last dinosaurs disappeared from the earth approximately 7 crore years back. At that time, monkey-like animals are said to be evolved from some ancestors who were more or less similar to the modern lemurs. First step. Tail of these monkey-like animals of Africa is said to be disappeared about 4 crore years ago. Lemurs lost their tail part around 4 crore years back. They developed due to enlargement of brain. Their hands were also improved, and thus ape-like animals were evolved from lemur. Next. Meanwhile, these ape-like animals reached the South and Northeast Asia and finally evolved into gibbon and orangutan, which are still we can see gibbon monkeys and orangutan monkeys in this area. Remaining ape-like animals stayed in Africa, and from them gorillas and chimpanzee-like animals evolved about 2.5 crore years ago. So some groups traveled towards Asia and some group remained in the Africa, and they formed different type of monkeys. Evolution of some of the 2 crore year old species of apes seems to be occurred in different way. They had to use their hands more for eating food and other work. These developed monkeys were using their forelimbs. Forelimbs means upper hand, for different works other than walking. So those apes started to live on lands as the forest started to decline due to dry environment. These were monkeys, still they are having partly monkeys type of life, and they started living on land. They were arboreal. Arboreal means they were living on trees. Now they are become terrestrial. They started walking on earth. You can see monkeys always live on trees, so they are called arboreal animals. Now, after this development, they started walking on land. They started using land as their living place. Their lumbar bones means lower back bones, actually for walking quadrupedal, four-legged animals walk like this. Their lumbar bones, these backbones, started developing. Their lumbar bones developed in such a way that they started to stand in erect posture in grasslands. Monkeys were using their hands more than walking. They used two hands for other work, and now they started erect postures, standing like this. Thereby their hands become available for use anytime. The hands become free to use for other things. These first human-like animals with erect posture, which were using their hands, have evolved about 2 crore years ago. First record of human-like animal is with us in the form of Ramapithecus, ape from East Africa, resembling 1 crore years back. The animal which was totally resembling with human is the Ramapithecus, which can be found that time in East Africa. Afterward, these ape grown up in size and become more intelligent and thus the ape of South Africa evolved about 40 lakh years ago. So slowly they moved towards South Africa and they developed into more intellectual animals. The morphology of these human-like animals started to appear like to be member of the genus Homo. Homo means near to human. About 20 lakh years, before 20 lakh years, they started appearing like genus Homo. Genus means type. Homo, human, near to human. About 20 lakh years ago, and thus skilled human developed. About 15 lakh years ago, human walking with erect posture was evolved, and it may have existed in China and Indonesia, Asian continent. So first human, before Homo sapien, genus Homo is nearer to humans, appeared in the China and Southeast Asia, that is Indonesia. Evolution of upright man continued in the direction of developing its brain for the period of about 1 lakh years, and meanwhile it discovered the fire. Slowly that animal which was monkey initially, now it has become human, and meanwhile they found the use of fire. Brain of 50,000-year-old man had been sufficiently evolved to the extent that it could be considered as a member of class wise man, that is Homo sapien. So 50,000 years back, the human with developed brain appeared on the earth. Next is Neanderthal man can be considered as the first example of wise man. The Cro-Magnon man evolved about 50,000 years ago. Neanderthal was the first animal which we can call the humans, and then Cro-Magnon. Cro-Magnon means the humans living in the rock shelters. Humans living in the rock shelters. They started feeling we should have some nest-like, house-like structure. So they started living in the caves of rocks. So they are called Cro-Magnon. This evolution had been faster than the earlier. So the main question is, write a note on, elaborate a note on human development, human evolution. Small questions will be there, those can be marked in the classroom. About 10,000 years ago, wise man started to practice the agriculture. So 10,000 years back, human beings started practice of agriculture. It started to rear the cattle herds and establish the cities. Cultural development took place. Art of writing was invented about 5,000 years ago, and thus the history had been started. Modern science emerged about 400 years ago, and industrial society was established about 200 years ago. Now we have reached at this stage, and still we are searching the details of roots of human ancestry. With modern science, modern techniques and modern machines, we are just started to search the science, with the help of science, how humans developed themselves from simple monkey. So this is the explanation of human evolution, which gives us short account, not detailed account. It gives short account, short explanation of how humans came into existence on the earth. This finishes our first lesson. Once again I am going to explain you the topics which are important in human evolution. So first is 7 crore years back, lemurs. 4 crore years back, the Egyptopithecus. Then around 2.5 crore years back, Dryopithecus. After that, before 1 crore years back, the Ramapithecus, 40 lakhs Australopithecus, 2 lakh skilled human, 15 lakh years back erect posture, 1.5 lakh years back Neanderthal, and 50,000 years back Cro-Magnons in Europe. So these were the stages which were we can search these roots and ancestral history. These are the things which are actually assumed. There are proofs of paleontological proofs and other proofs. We can assume that such things might have happened. The exact development, how it has taken place, yet to be discovered. So the questions, write short note on human evolution. Yeah, this finishes the first lesson. Now we are going to start in next lectures the first lesson of science 1, it is gravitation. It is physics part. You have to go through the lesson first before referring the lectures. Physics part is little bit imaginary. You have to imagine the things in physics. In biology you can see the proofs. In chemistry you can see the reactions. But in physics it is really imagination works. Imagination strong, physics is easy. Imagination is weak, physics is hard. So we are starting physics lecture in the physics part in the next lecture. So thank you.